Hello everyone, thank you so much for watching our videos and hope it is helpful for your studies. So moving on to the next concept, that is finding the minimum edit distance between tutor and tumour. In the previous video I have explained what is minimum edit distance and what are all the steps and algorithm of the minimum edit distance. So if you not watched still, please go back and watch the video, and also I have mentioned the link in the description box. You can directly watch there itself. So now, to find the minimum edit distance between tutor and tumour, this is the very important question which is asked many times in the previous year question papers. So please learn how to solve this problem. So by watching this video you can also calculate for different strings. I will be explaining for tutor and tumour, which was a textbook example. So if you are giving with some other words, it is very easy for you to solve. So please observe carefully. So before going to the problems, so we have to know some rules. Okay, if r is not equal to c, r is nothing but it is row and c is nothing but it is column. If row and column, if it is not equal, that is row value and column value, if it is not equal, then we have to take the minimum number of replace, remove and insert. Okay, see here, this symbol indicates remove and this indicates replace, and if we are moving from this direction means it is insertion operation. Okay, so we have to take the minimum of replace, remove and insert if r is not equal to c. Look into the example. I'll be explaining what exactly this. You just keep it in mind. If row value and column value are not equal means, if they are not matching means, so we have to take the minimum number among replace, remove and insert. Which is the minimum number among them, we have to take that and we have to add +1 for it. This is one condition. If row value is equal to the c value, that is row is equal to c or row is matched with c, then copy the diagonal element. That is what we have here. What's the element, the number that we have in this position, we just copy that to the next box, that is in the diagonal element. Okay, we are copying here. Okay, you just take this number in this position. This is what this indicates. So let's move on to the question now. So we have to find the minimum edit distance between tutor and tumour, right? So we have to construct the table like this. So I have already explained you what the row represents. Row represents the source string and column represents the target string. Here what they are asking, we have to convert tutor, this is the source string, to tumour, this is the target string. So the source string is represented in the row, so that is why I have represented here. This is rows, right? So tutor I have represented in row, and tumour it is represented in column, right? So tumour, this is the target string, so I have represented it in the column. What is that, in the column? So first, so I have included one hash symbol here. I'll be explaining it why we are taking this hash, because firstly we don't have any initial numbers, right, to compare whether minimum, whether these numbers are equal or not. So we don't have any numbers, so that is why I was taking this hash to take the initial numbers. So fill this hash with numbers, that is from 0 to fill with 0, starting with 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and again in row also 0, we have already 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, this is the first step we are doing. So firstly we have to fill the hash column with 0, 1, 2, 3, because we don't have any initial numbers to compare, right? So that is why we are taking initially 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this is the first step, and in the second step we have to compare the source string with the target string. So compare what's there in the source string. The first letter in the source string is T, and the first letter in the target string is T. T and T, this is row element and this is column element. Is these two are equal? Is T and T are equal? Yes, this T and T is equal. So what is the condition? If row is equal to column, what we are doing, we just copying the diagonal element, right? The same thing I'll be doing here. That is, what's there in the diagonal element? It is 0, because T and T equal. You compare this, this is the place we have to fill the value, because t and t, this is the place we have to fill the value. So if both are equal, we have to take the diagonal element. So which is the diagonal element now? It is 0. So I am filling this column, or I'm filling this box with 0. Then move on to the next letter, that is the first letter. The first letter is T. This source is compared with the target, right? So T is compared with U now. Is this T equal to U? No, right? T is not equal to U. If it is not equal, so if rho is not equal to C, what we are doing? We are taking minimum among replace, remove and insert. Okay, first we have to take the minimum. Look into the table. So this is the place we have to fill the value. So look with this box. So which is the minimum element that we are having? Either 0, 1, 2. We are having 0, 1 and 2. Which is the minimum element among these three? It is 0, right? So we are taking 0. So we are obtained with the minimum element, so that is 0. I have taken 0, and we have to add plus 1 to the minimum element. So 0 plus 1 is 1. So I am filling this box with 1. Okay. Next, compare the same thing. Compare T with M. So here we are having T in the source string, and in the target string it is M. Is T is equal to M? No, right? T is not equal to M. So if it is not equal, what is the condition? We are taking the minimum among the remove, replace and insert and adding plus 1 to it. So look into the table. This is the place where we have to fill the value. So take this box. Okay, this is the box that we have to consider, because we have to fill this box, right? So 1, 2 and 3, which is the minimum element here? 1 is the minimum element, right? So for the minimum element we have to add what? Extra 1. So 1 plus 1 is 2. So I'll be writing 2 here. Next, similarly, so T is compared with O now. Is T equal to O? No, right? T is not equal to O. If it is not equal, then what is the condition? We have to take the minimum element and add 1 to it. Here we have to fill this box, right? You see this complete box, this previous 3 boxes. Which is the minimum element among 2, 3 and 4? It is 2, right? So 2, it is 2. Minimum element plus 1 is, that is 2 plus 1. 2 plus 1 is 3. So that is 3. Now T is compared with what? It is compared with U. Okay, T is compared with U. So is T equal to U? No, T is not equal to U. Again we have to take the minimum element. We have to fill this box. So you compare with these 3 elements. Okay, so 3, 4 and 5, right? Which is the minimum element among them? 3 is the minimum element. So we are finding the minimum element, adding 1 to it. So 3 plus 1 is what? It is 4. So next, moving on to the next. T and R are comparing. Okay, is T equal to R? No, right? T is not equal to R. So if it is not equal means we have to take the minimum element. We have to fill this box. So look into this box. 4, 5 and 6. So which is the minimum element among these 3 numbers? 4 is the minimum element. So minimum element plus 1, that is 4 plus 1 is what? 5. So we are done with this complete row. Then moving on to the next row, that is we are having U, and in the column, that is the target string, the first letter is T. So compare with the T. So is U equal to T? No, right? U is not equal to T. If it is not equal means we have to take the minimum element. See, we have to fill this box. So look into this. We are having 0, 1 and 2 in this column. Okay. So which is the minimum element among 0, 1, 2? 0, right? So we have to add plus 1 to it. So 0 plus 1 is 1. So I was I'll be carrying 1. And next, U is compared with U. So the second element with the second element. So like this we have to fill all the boxes. Okay, U is compared with U. U and U are same. So they are equal. If they are equal, what is the condition? We have to take the previous diagonal element. So we have to fill this box. Which is the previous diagonal element for this? This is the previous diagonal element, right? I'll be carrying this diagonal element. So I'll be just copying this diagonal element, that is O. Okay, now U is compared with M. Okay, U is compared with M. u is not equal to m, so rows and columns are not equal here, so we have to take the minimum element. So this is the box where we have to fill the value. So we have to take, see, this is the column where we have to fill the values, right? We have to take this box because we want to fill this box, right? So we'll be taking this. So check which is the minimum element among these. So 0, 1 and 2. 0, 1 and 2, which is the minimum element? 0 is the minimum element, right? So minimum element plus 1. So 0 plus 1 is what? It is 1. So we have to fill 1 in place of this box. Okay, 1. Now u is compared with o. Is u and o are equal? No, right? U is not equal to o. So we have to fill this box. So we have to consider this. Okay, I'll show. So see, we have to fill this box. So consider these box. Okay, these things, these elements. So which are the elements we are having in this box? 1, 2 and 3. Which is the minimum element among this? So 1 is the minimum element, right? So we have to fill minimum element plus 1. So minimum element is 1. We have to fill 1 plus 1, that is 2. Now moving on to the next. U is compared with u. U and u, they are equal. U is equal to u. So we have to fill this box, right? We have to fill this box. So we have to consider this entire set. Okay, so u and u, here we are not having the different match. So u and u are equal. If they are equal, the thing we have to do is just we have to copy the things that is present in the diagonal. That is, we are having 3 in the diagonal element, so you just copy 3, that's it. So I'll be just copying this diagonal element. Okay, I'll be copying this diagonal element. Next, compare u with r. Okay, I'll be comparing u with r. Is u and r equal? No, u and r are not equal. So I have to fill this box. So we have to consider this entire set. Okay, so check which is the minimum element among this 3, 4 and 5. Minimum element is nothing but it is 3. So minimum element plus 1, that is 3 plus 1. What is 3 plus 1? It is 4. So I'll be writing 4 here. And next, we are comparing t with t. So t and t are equal. So if it is equal, see, we have to fill this box, right? We have to fill this box, and t and t are equal. We have to fill that box, means we have to take this set. Okay, t and t are equal means we have to take the diagonal element. We have to copy the diagonal element if they are equal. That is the condition, right? So I'll just copying the things. That is, I'll be copying this 2 to here. So this is 2. Okay, next, t and u. T and u are not equal. If they are not equal, we have to take the what we have to take? We have to take the minimum element among this set, because we have to fill this box, right? So we have to take the minimum element among this set. 0, 1 and 2. Which is the minimum element? That is 0. Minimum element plus 1, that is minimum element plus 1. Minimum element is 0. 0 plus 1 is 1. Okay, next, moving on to the next column, that is t is compared with m. T and m are not equal. Okay, so t and m are not equal means I have to fill this box. So I have to take this set. Okay, find the minimum element among these elements, that is 1, 0, 1. Which is the minimum element here? That is 0. So minimum element plus 1. So minimum element is 0. Minimum element plus 1 is what? 0 plus 1, it is 1. Next, comparing t with o. T and o are not equal. So I have to fill this box. So I have to consider this set. So 1, 1 and 2. Which is the minimum element? We are having 2 ones. Both are having equal value. But consider anyone. So 1 is the minimum element that we are having. So minimum element plus 1 is, that is 1 is the minimum element. So 1 plus 1 is nothing but it is 2. So I'll be writing 2 here. Again, t is compared with u. T and u are not equal. So we have to consider this set, because we have to fill this box. So consider this set. Okay, so which is the minimum element among these 3 numbers? That is 2, 2 and 3. 2 is the minimum element, right? So minimum element plus 1, that is minimum element is 2. 2 plus 1 is what? It is 3. So I'll be writing 3 here. Again, T is compared with R. T and R are not equal. So this is the box we have to fill. So this is the set we have to consider. So which is the minimum element here? 3, 3 and 4. The minimum element is 3. So I have to fill 3 plus 1, that is minimum element, plus 1, that is 4. So I'll be filling 4 here. And next, O is compared with T. So O and T, they are not equal. So I want to fill this box. So consider this set. So which is the minimum element, because they are not equal. So we have to find the minimum element, right? Which is the minimum element among these three numbers, that is 2, 3 and 4. Which is the minimum element? It is 2. So minimum element is 2. So minimum element plus 1 is 2 plus 1. So 2 plus 1 is what? It is 3. So I'll be filling 3 here. So next, moving on to the next letter, that is O is compared with U. O and U, they are not equal. Okay, so if they are not equal means I have to fill this box. So consider this set. Okay, so find the minimum element 1, 2 and 3. Which is the minimum element among these three numbers? 1 is the minimum element, right? So minimum element plus 1 means 1 plus 1. What is 1 plus 1? It is 2. So I'll be filling 2 here. Now O and M. O is not equal to M. Again, I want to fill this box. So I have to take this entire set. So find the minimum element in this set. 1, 1 and 2. Which is the minimum element? 1 is the minimum element. So minimum element plus 1 is what? It is 1. So 1 plus 1 is 2. So I'll be writing 2 here. Okay. And then next, compare this O. O is equal to O, right? So O is equal to O. If it is equal, what we have to do? We have to copy the diagonal element of that set. Okay. So now go back, and O and O are equal. So I need to fill which box? This box. So I need to take this entire set. If it is equal, O and O, here I am comparing O with O, right? So equal means I have to take the diagonal element. See, I have to take the diagonal element. So I'll be just copying the diagonal element. So this is the diagonal element 1. I'll be copying this. Next, O is compared with U. Okay, O and U are not equal. So I have to fill this box. So I have to consider these set. So which is the minimum element among this set? 1, 2 and 3. 1 is the minimum element. So minimum element plus 1 is nothing but 1 plus 1. What is 1 plus 1? It is 2. So I'll be writing 2 here. Then again, O is compared with R. O and R are not equal, right? So O and R are not equal. So I'll be considering the minimum element. So I have to fill this box. So consider this set. Which is the minimum element among these set? 2, 3 and 4. 2 is the minimum element. So minimum element plus 1 is, that is 2 plus 1. So that is 2 plus 1 is nothing but it is 3. Again, in the next comparison, R is compared with T. R and T is not equal, right? So it is not equal means I have to take the minimum element. This is the box I need to fill. So I have to take this set. So which is the minimum element in this set? 3, 4, 5. 3 is the minimum element, right? So minimum element plus 1 is what? Minimum element plus 1 is 4. That is 3 plus 1, it is 4. Again, R is compared with U. So R and U are not equal. So I have to fill this box. So I have to consider this entire set. Which is the minimum element? 2, 3 and 4. 2 is the minimum element. So minimum element plus 1 is 2 plus 1. That is what? It is 3. So I'll be taking 3 here. Again, this R is compared with M. R is not equal to M. So I need to fill this box. So consider this set. Find which is the minimum element in this box, that is 2, 2 and 3. Which is the minimum element? It is 2, right? So 2 plus 1, that is minimum element plus 1. That is 2 plus 1 is 3. I'll be filling 3 here. Again, so R is compared with O. R and O, they are not equal. So I need to find the minimum element. So I need to fill this box. Okay, I need to fill this box. So this is the set I need to consider now. Which is the minimum element in this set? 1, 2 and 3. 1 is the minimum element. So minimum element, that is 1 plus 1, it is 2. Okay, I need to fill the box with 2. Okay, then R is compared with U. R and U are not equal. So I need to fill this box. So I need to take this entire set. So which is the minimum element in this set? 1, 2, 2. 1 is the minimum element, right? So I need to fill minimum element plus 1. That is 1 plus 1. 1 is the minimum element, plus 1 is what? It is 2. So I'll be filling this with 2. Again, compare R with so I need to fill this with 2. Okay, compare R with R. So R and R equal. If it is equal, what's the condition? We have to copy the diagonal element, right? I need to fill this box. So consider this entire set. So if R and R equal, then I just wanted to copy the element, the diagonal element. So I'll be copying the diagonal element. Okay, so which is the diagonal element that I'm having? 2. It is the diagonal element. I'll be copying this. The thing what we have obtained at the end, that is 2. This is what the minimum number of operations that we are carrying out. What is the number that we got? It is 2. So we are doing 2 operations, right? That is adding and substitution in tutor and tumour example. That is what we got here. This is the minimum edit distance. So we are having 2 operations, that is minimum operations are 2 here. So this is what minimum edit distance. This is how we are calculating the minimum edit distance for tutor and tumour. If you want, you can also take another examples, and you can just practice, and please do take a note of this, and watch carefully, because it's very important, and it will be asking, maybe asking, because it is asking it was asked frequently in the previous year question papers. So please make a note of this. Thank you.